Hello, good day, and welcome to another edition of the Leadership Standard. My name is Buchi Law, and I'm excited to have you all here today. Today, we'll be talking on a very important topic: what's happening in Nigeria. Today's topic is the anatomy of a failed nation. We will be discussing what's happening in Nigeria. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of our show today. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Please remember to subscribe, remember to be a part of us. We'd like to hear from you. Let's begin the countdown. Alrighty. Thank you all for being a part of us today. Uh, as I said, we intend to begin with analyzing the situation in what's happening in Nigeria. So we thank everyone for being here today. My name is Buchi Law. I'm the CEO of the Leadership Standard, an attorney, a writer, as well as a political analyst. And today I intend to share some stories of what's been going on in Nigeria, as well as what change, right? A lot of people have seen what's going on in Nigeria. A lot of people understand that the situation that's happening in Nigeria is one of concern, okay? It's concerning to everybody. It's not just to the rich, to the poor, it's to everybody. Everyone who understands that Nigeria as it is right now is becoming a very scary story to those that are involved. We have seen how people have been displaced. Today, I'm going to show a video of some people that have been displaced from their homes, people that are running away from their homes because of security issues. All right, they can't spend time at their home anymore because of security issues. So, what can be done about that? Some people might ask. It's scary when you live in a country where everything remains the same. The security things are going worse. Currently, we just saw how they increased, the forms for the APC government now to become a president of Nigeria. It's not just enough that you have to, not have a WAEC certificate as the constitution said, but you also have to cough out 100 million naira just to buy forms to be a president of Nigeria. In a country with high inflation, a country that is lacking, human and physical, resources, a country that is lacking security, but yet they still think the best thing they can do is to increase the forms to become a president to 100 million naira. That can tell you all you need to know about Nigeria. All right, the situation now is very, very dire. The situation happening in Nigeria right now is very dire. A lot of people are going through hard situations. And that's what I want to share today. Please remember that as you're joining us, please remember to share this broadcast so that we can have as much people here as possible. Okay? So let's start from, I'm going to share some news of what's happening in Nigeria right now, so that you can see that there is nothing new under the sun. All right? The same government that pardoned convicted criminals is the same government that is arresting young people, false allegations of fraud, and all of these things that they are arresting them for, without even they don't even know if that is the truth. They just put them up in prisons. Now look at this report. The U.S. government has said All right, this is the US government. The US government has said that the EFCC is focusing on small fraudsters. This is what the US government said. They actually claim that the so-called anti-corruption battle of Muhammad Buhari, championed by the EFCC chair Abdul Rashid Bawar, is targeted mainly at low-level and mid-level fraudsters, especially corrupt government officials, says the US government. All right. So we can see that according to its annual country report on human rights practices, the EFCC has abandoned high-profile corruption cases to focus on prosecuting small-time fraudsters. The bulk of the ICPC and EFCC's anti-corruption efforts remain focused on low and mid-level government officials, stated the report. So the whole crux of this issue is right now, the Nigerian government is not focusing on the real enemies of Nigeria. Remember when Buhari first came in, he said that his government will, it's not for anybody, but it's for everybody. And that he's going to fight to ensure that they get justice for folks that have stolen from Nigeria's resources. Well, lo and behold, this government has started to party up with criminals, and not just criminals and thieves, but also, fraudsters that have been defrauding the Nigerian economy. We saw how they pardoned those two convicted former governors. Who the Joshua Darie and the other guy. These people stole excessive amounts of money from Nigeria. But guess what? Nothing happened to them. They've been pardoned now. They are free. Some of them even joined the ruling party APC. All right. What am I trying to say? That at the end of the day, we know that this EFCC is complicit. Young people have been put in jail for just carrying laptops. Most of them are not even like Yahoo boys or Yahoo girls or whatever it is, but they just still arrest them because they carried laptop. The Nigerian agency the agency have been accused of chasing after low-level internet fraudsters, while the U.S. government high-profile corrupt officials, citing the case of Abba Kyari and the other one. Recently, the EFCC gained notoriety for raiding hotels, homes of suspected internet fraudsters. The EFCC operatives sometimes opened fire on hotel guests and groped women in their genitals. Can you imagine? Is this part of the EFCC's job description? The EFCC, they are now raiding hotels, they are raiding homes of internet fraudsters, and they even just shooting sporadically in hotels right now, and they still sexually assault women. That can show you the kind of degradation that the EFCC has been brought under. They don't have any more moral compass anymore. They are just out there now becoming like a tool for the presidency. They're becoming a joke for the presidency. They don't even go after APC members. They just go after PDP members or other low-level criminals. They don't do their work that they've been assigned their work they said they were going to do. That can show you exactly what's happening. Because the way it is, the way Nigeria is, everybody is just confused. Nobody knows what they're doing. Even the EFCC doesn't know what they're doing, because they're all confused. They are all confused people. They don't know what's happening. They don't know where they're going to. They don't know what their role is. They're just playing around with the money that they've given onto them just to waste it around. And that is what's going on. All right? Just that I exposed to you what's happening. Now, the so-called EFCC has become like another SARS, going about killing people and not providing them the resources that that they deserve. All right, moving on. I'm going to play this story. I want you to see. This is when gunmen attacked and killed 24 persons in Plateau State. This is what happened. The people of Plateau had to run for their life. They had to pick race. They had to ensure that they ran for their dear life. I hope this is playing.
For these fleeing residents, including women,
he saw the baby crying. That is why he carried the baby and he brought to me. 12:30 to 1 a.m., I was called upon that the Fulani herders attacked Teotu community and a lot of people were killed. So barbaric, we really condemn the killings in Benue State.
While political and traditional rulers gather to chart the way forward, Dr. Samuel Otom calls for greater action by the federal government to secure the citizens and asks the people to take responsibility for their safety.
One thing, more than 20 people killed. This is not right. I'll continue to say it. But I have told my people, defend yourself. If you need help from me, I'm ready to give you that help.
While political and traditional rulers gather to chart the
We're
way
not looking
forward,
for
Dr. Samuel Otom calls for
or
greater action by the federal
to allow
government.
these people to continue to kill us in this manner.
There you have it. People are running for their life in Benue State. We know how Benue has been under attack for so long. Benue has been under attack for so long. Benue has been under attack for so long. Right now, the governor of Benue State is telling his people, go and attack, go and defend yourself. I cannot do everything by myself. Go and defend yourself. You know, as revolutionary we say, shameless people, even in the US, people that are hacked have been indicted for hacking. The government gives them opportunity to join FBI. Exactly. As you can see, there is no leadership in Nigeria. That is what it is. There is no leadership in Nigeria, my brothers and sisters. You know, the Nigerian economy right now is going backwards. It's a failed state. It's a failed state. Can you imagine? Those people were being killed. They were being sent out. These are people that lost their lives. Most of them lost their lives because of the Fulani herdsmen. This Fulani herdsmen crisis is not even taking national stage as it should, as it definitely should. The amount of people that are losing their lives on a daily basis by this Fulani herdsmen is a cause for concern. But nobody's talking about it. Do you know why? Because of the color of your skin. Exactly. Simple as that. Because of the color of your skin. Because at the end of the day, even the black man, wherever the black man is, nobody sees whether you're Nigerian. That's the way this. The white man doesn't know whether you are Nigerian or Togolese or Benin Republic. They all see you as a black person. So even when a crisis is happening in Togo, they probably think it's the same thing that's going on in Lagos, because that's the way they see. So that's why we will never get this crisis situation sorted out unless we are ready to tell ourselves the truth. The only way we can tell ourselves the truth is the people that live and speak the same language and eat the same food and wear the same clothes, they are a nation. They are also a nation. Forget about tribe. All this tribe was brought as a way to make us look inferior. The tribal people. Just like the way they try to make it sound like the Indian people were tribes when they colonized when they came in and took over America. They're like, the Indian tribe. But they were a nation. But they will call us tribes to downplay the people, who we are as a people. All right. So the earlier we realize that, the better for us. As you can see, the Plateau State is under attack. Yep, Plateau is under attack, my people. Plateau State is under attack, serious attack. Every single day, they are always attacking Plateau State. Every single day. This is another report I wanted to share with you. I want you all to be aware of what, so you can see with your own eyes the suffering of my own people. This is another story. 1,436 Nigerian school kids, 17 teachers have been kidnapped. 11,536 schools have been closed in 16 months under Buhari's government. This is the UNICEF. The UNICEF are speaking against the unjust killings and the schools that have been closed and how it has been unsafe for people. All right, the schools have been closed, teachers have been kidnapped. 11,536 schools have been closed in 16 months. How many schools are closed in 1 month? If 11,000 schools are closed in 16 months, probably like 1,000 schools have been closed in a month. I can show you how bad things have been. An anatomy of a failed nation. This is how Nigeria is repaying its own citizens back, with closing down schools, with kidnapped teachers, with missing children. An anatomy of a failed nation. How do you describe a failed nation? The only way you can make sense to describe a failed nation is to look at Nigeria from head to toe, analyzing how it went all the way from good old days to the bad present day. Back in then, they would say, oh, Nigeria was based in the good old days, in my good old days. And all the parents and all the people want to tell you their stories of how they enjoyed Nigeria when they were young. They all want to share with you, tell you, oh, when we were young, we used to eat 3 square meals. We used to drill. We used to have this person come and sing to us. We have jobs waiting for us while we finish universities. While we were going down, there will be a job downstairs. We have options. The government will give you a car. The old people do not have problem with pension. Now, 80-year-old people, 86-year-old people that should be in a home center for old people, they are out there protesting. Some of them even die in the process. That is the same person that Buhari forgave. One of the people that stole the pension money for police people. The same police people that are used by the same evil government to kill citizens. You can see that the madness that is going on in Nigeria is a very deep-rooted madness. The same police people that is killing people is the same government that is holding their pension. So after they have done killing people, they will not be able to have pension when they are old. Then they will go out and start protesting. And in their 80s, you better say this prayer with me. Say, I will not suffer when I'm old. But if you are in Nigeria, there is a likelihood that you will still suffer even when you're old. If you just look around, in Port Harcourt, they are protesting that they have not been paid over 8 months salary. They've not been paid their pension. But the same government, is still protecting, and the same Wike still wants to run for office. Revolutionary Way is asking why he doesn't know why the international organizations are inviting Buhari for summits when his country is a mess. The reason why they're inviting him for this summit is because they don't care. Do you understand? We must understand this first of all, so we know what we are fighting. They don't care. The only way they will care is if at the end of the day, we show them the reason why they have to care. The Nigerian government doesn't care. The international community, they don't care. As long as there is still a president, as long as there is still a symbol of democracy, Nigeria is fine. Everything that is going on there is just internal rancor. They will say, oh, as soon as these people, as soon as they learn to live together, they will figure it out. But one thing they will not tell you is that they are taking the resources that is required for a good quality of life. They're taking it out of the place, coupled with the one that the leadership of Nigeria is even taking out of the place. When Nigeria was even being colonized, the colonial masters were even providing better opportunities for Nigerians than these current mad people we have in leadership. The colonial masters, they were still ensuring that there was still a form of justice, despite the fact that we know that they were horrible. Just after 7 years of our independence, isn't that when the Civil War started? Just after 7 years. Think about it. So how much work was the colonial masters putting in to ensure that there was equity, fairness, and justice. As soon as they left, obviously those things started breaking down when the same people started coming into power, the same black people, the same Africans, the same Nigerians that you would expect to have sense and make things better for their own people. They started going into political positions, and now they've made themselves monarchs. Somebody will leave, he will make his son the next person that will take over. If it's not the son, maybe it's his son-in-law. If it's not the son-in-law, maybe it's his brother-in-law. But they shall appoint somebody. And this is how they are doing everywhere. If you think Nigeria's case is different, go and look at another African country and you will see exactly the same thing. It is because of the fact that we have not told ourselves the truth. We need to wake up from our slumber. We need to wake up from our slumber. And this Boko Haram, this ISWAP, this Fulani headsmen, they will forcefully wake us, they will forcefully wake everybody up. Because at the end of the day, we'll have no choice. We will keep burying and keep burying and keep burying and keep burying and keep burying Nigerians until the soil will have no more space to take more people to bury. That is what's going on. There will still be a lot of people that will be lost, their lives will be lost because of this cluelessness of the Nigerian government, the cluelessness of the Nigerian people. Because it's the Nigerian people that has let this go on for so long. When South Africa said they were tired of apartheid, they put a stop to it. When the Black Americans said they were tired of slavery, they put a stop to it. It is time for we, people of Nigeria, who call themselves Nigerians, people of Biafrans, people of Oduduwa, they must stand up and wake up and say that they have had enough, or enough is enough. Our mumu don't do. And put it. That is where we are right now. We cannot tell ourselves otherwise. Teachers are being kidnapped. These people that are kidnapping teachers, did they not tell themselves whether they will, what will happen with the school system? The school system in those places that are being kidnapped, they are totally gone, totally wiped out. So that is where we are. You know, I'm going to share this story again. This is another story I want us to talk about. Exactly. Revolutionary Way is asking a very good question. Why can't those northerners in government improve the lives of their people? Look at their brothers in the UAE. Why can't they emulate them and leave us southerners alone? Do you know why? Because they are still black people. The reason why they are thinking like this is because of the black people mentality that needs to be broken out of our heads. Are they black? Ask yourself, are they black? They are not black. They are not black. The only set of progressive black people I have seen in a long time are the Igbo people and the Yoruba people. That's the reason why they need to have their own nation, so that we can all learn how to progress as a people, as a race. The Yoruba people and the Igbo people are the only two progressive people I have seen, the only two progressive black people I have seen in a long time. Even the black Americans that are in America, most of the most successful ones came from Biafra land, Igbo land, or Yoruba places. Most of the successful ones. Go and check their history. So, brother, if you're asking about why the northerners cannot improve the lives of the people in their own places like the UAE, it's because they are black. It's as simple as that. We must go to the root of the issue. I'm going to share this story right now. Kanu sacrificing to emancipate Igbo land. IPOB's legal team. All right. Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is fighting to emancipate the Igbo people. That's what the legal team of IPOB has said. The indigenous people of Biafra's legal team on Friday said the detained leader of the IPOB, who is currently at the DSS, the Department of State Service, is sacrificing for the emancipation of the Igbo land from being destroyed. I could not agree more. That is the truth. The lead counsel to IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, stated this in a statement to newsmen, where stating that Therefore, he called on the Igbos to remember Kanu in their prayers. He explained further that the routine check to his client, he had a fruitful conversation. And, Oyendo's, in his appreciative nature, sends his deep gratitude to everyone for their doggedness and hard work, especially to Ezebo Umuchineke, who have remained faithful to the demands of the present circumstances. Exactly. That is what's going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, obviously is sacrificing for the Igbo people. We all know, I know that he's sacrificing for the Igbo people. I'm aware of that. It's whether the Igbo people even know that he's sacrificing for them. And I believe a lot of Igbo people are aware. And that's why they support him. That's why they sit at home. That's why they ensure that, they are still carrying out protests, carrying out rallies everywhere in the world, so that people don't forget about this man and his sacrifices. And our prayer on this platform is that he will be released indefinitely and his case will be thrown out, hopefully, and they put a stop to all of his, all these unnecessary trials that has plagued him for a long time now. And hopefully, there is justice, equity, and fairness in Biafra land. And hopefully his demands are met. So we're just praying that this is our prayer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as well as everyone that supports him. And we're grateful that the lawyers are putting in the work, the energy, the time, all this, the money, to really get justice for his team, for his people, for Biafran people that are locked up. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of research. For those who don't know, that to do all these things take time. So we are really grateful for them, and we pray that God will continue to strengthen the lawyers of IPOB. God will continue to give them wisdom to know how to analyze and defend the issues in front of the judges and people that are listening and people that will make this decision. And at the end of the day, we are praying for favor in his next trial. And we're also praying that he gets out in his next trial. All right, guys, that is all the time I have today. I want to thank everyone for being here today, for being a part of my show, Revolutionary Way. Thank you very much for watching and for your comments, your questions. So, yes, as we will be saying, we'll be moving forward. Please remember to subscribe to our show. Remember to subscribe to our platform. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to our Facebook, to our Instagram, to our Twitter. We really appreciate those that have been doing so, and those that will continue to do so. We thank you. All right. That's all the time I have right now. My name is Buchilo. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of us today. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend.